Class 8 Geography Chapter 2 Land, Soil, Water, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife Resources. Water. Water is a renewable natural resources. About 71% of the Earth's surface is water covered, and rest 29% are the land surface. Out of this 71%, total 97% of the water are saline water. It means they are the ocean waters. And on our Earth's surface, rest 3% water is there. Out of this 3%, 2% are there in the ice sheets and glaciers form. It is in Antarctica, Greenland, and mountain region. Rest 1% of fresh water is useful for human consumption. We know the circle form of water as like evaporation, precipitation, then again runoff. So this circle which continues that we know about the water cycle. So water which is moving around, it's not increasing, it's not decreasing. Still, in most of the parts in all over the world, that come under the drought prone area where they face the problem of water scarcity. Water shortage may be a consequence of variation in seasonal or annual precipitation, or the scarcity is caused by over exploitation and contamination of water sources. Conservation of water resources. Forest cover areas increase the surface underground level of the water, and water harvesting is the another method to save the surface runoff. The canals used for irrigation fields should be properly lined to minimize losses of water seepage. Sprinklers effectively irrigate the area by checking water loses those seepage and evaporation. In dry region with high rates of evaporation, drip or trickle irrigation is useful, where farmers use a drip method where wires go and just put water where it is required. So water wastage is not there. So this is the best method of using drip method in these areas. Next, the valuable water resources can therefore be conserved by adopting these means of irrigation. Natural vegetation and wildlife. They all exist where all this lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere exist. That area known as biosphere. In the biosphere, living beings are interrelated and interdependent on each other for their survival. This life supporting system is known as ecosystem, where they all are connected to each other. Wildlife includes animals, birds, insects, as well as the aquatic life forms. The birds feed on insects and act as decomposers as well. Vulture, due to its ability to feed on dead livestock, is a scavenger and considered a vital cleanser of the environment. So, animals, big or small, all are integral to maintaining balance in the system. So, all the different animals are connected to the environment and they all are important. It might be a small ant or might be a big elephant. These all are important for the ecosystem. Distribution of natural vegetation. The growth of vegetation depends primarily on temperature and moisture. The major vegetation types of the world are grouped as forest, grassland, scrubs, and tundra. In areas of heavy rainfall, huge trees thrive. Forests are thus associated with areas having abundant water supply. So, where more rainfall is there, in that condition, more forests are formed. Where less rainfall is there, there's scarcity of forests are also there. So, less forests are found where less rainfall is there. As the number of moisture decreases, the size of trees and their density reduces. Short, stunted trees and shrubs grow in regions of moderate rainfall. In dry areas, thorny shrubs and shrubs grow in low rainfall areas. Conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife. Changes in climate and human interference can cause the loss of natural habitats for the plants and animals. Deforestation, soil erosion, constructional activities, forest fire, tsunami, and landslides are some of the human and natural factors that accelerate the process of extinction of these resources. One other major concern is the poaching that results in a sharp decline in the number of particular species. It means now, just because of this changing in the climate or the human impact, so many different animals are there, those who are going to be run out from the land surface, or might be our coming generation, they can't see so many different animals which we can see today. So for that, government had planned so many new ideas and that is working till now. That is national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biospheres, reserves are made to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. Conservation of creeks, lakes, and wetlands is necessary to save the precious resource from depletion. From government side, so many awareness programs like social forestry and Van Mahotsav are also established at the regional and community level. School children are also encouraged to bird watch and visit nature camps so that they appreciate the habitat and varied spaces. Many countries have passed laws against the trade as well as the killing of birds and animals. In India, killing lion, tiger, deer, great Indian bustards, and peacocks is illegal. Meanwhile, an international convention CITES has been established that list several species of animals and birds in which trade is prohibited. So in that area, nobody can do trading of animals and birds and it is totally stopped. So since it means the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. So that thing which are in less number, so just government are trying to save them. Thank you.